Well, we're here for the game. I'm on the bench and commentating at the same time, multitasking. Paisley. I am with Paul. What do you think of the game right now? We're playing with the local heroes on, so what do you think?
I think we'll need a few local heroes today. Looking at the Middlesbrough lads, look a well organised, drilled team. It's going to be very, very competitive, difficult afternoon, and we'll see whether Mark is Steve McLaren-esque or whether he's Rafa Benitez-esque. I don't know what you think on that.
Indeed. Well, you were the co-manager, weren't you? What happened?
Do you remember what happened at Liverpool?
What happened at Liverpool, Paul?
Back in the day when Julia first went there and they had co-managers, how did that turn out?
Well, it didn't end up well, did it? Well, it's going to be quite a spectacle. I don't know where the rest of our subs are as I look at this. I think everything's getting sorted, all shaking hands and that. Happy days. I'm sure there's a couple of them that are supposed to be on the bench shaking hands with them and that beforehand. So actually no, we're supposed to be in there, but I'm commentating. So I don't know what the crack is. I think we're doing a rolling sub system. I don't know, but
you don't get this on Sky, do you?
You don't get this type of anything on Sky. I mean, we're set up to win this. Johnny's running over to the camera, fresh off his holidays.
Any words, Johnny?
Any words of optimism before the game? What do you think?
Oh, you've seen Middlesbrough, man. We've seen Middlesbrough. They've got Lewis Capaldi and Greggs, man. That's their biggest thing of the week, isn't it?
Yeah, but what we got? What's our threats?
Ramsey, I think.
Would you take the tactical prowess of Rafa Benitez over there?
Rafa Benitez?
Sorry, Mark
Benitez. Bethanetes or something. No, I just think we just need to keep the ball better. If we can keep the ball, make Middlesbrough run for it. Look, every player's going to have a good player, every player's going to have a not so good player, shall we say. Yeah. So let's just make sure that we keep doing what we're doing.
Well, if it's anything like the last game, mate, it's going to be a bit of an embarrassment. But how was your holidays? Because we were getting beat 11-1 off ASAP, by which two of them are playing today apparently, even though that wasn't agreed. But, you know, how's your holiday?
Very good, very good.
So are you going to score today?
Score. If I score, the Shearer celebration's coming out.
One goal for every day that you were on holiday. So I expect how many?
11. But
11 goals.
If it was one goal for every, yeah.
I mean, they're doing the Newcastle huddle and everything. We're not even speaking to each other. So it's going to be a great game. I mean,
I'll get your comments in if you think. Who do you think will be the man of the match?
Who will be man of the match? Am I a good commentator so far? I don't think so. I'm not doing true Geordie levels of commentary. So you know, Lee's eyeing up the camera as if he's been caught doing something he shouldn't be, but you know.
Just let you know, I'm on camera duty tonight. I'll be alternating, don't worry.
Yeah, he's alternating between when I'm on the field. Lee will be taking over commentary and doing a much better job than me. I mean, I've went from captain to commentary, but I've been told by Lee to mention the great people at One Football to check out all the stats. It's the end of the season, but it's never too late to download the One Football app. It's such a great app with all your stats and things like that. For this game though, I don't think One Football will be covering it, but you never know. Rob, you're on the bench. You've been dropped to the subs bench with an injury. So how you partaking into the game by putting Sam de Jong, former Newcastle player and Dutch international, to shame because he collapsed his lung in the ASAP game a couple of weeks ago, and he's on the bench today. So how's it feel putting a Dutch international to shame as he was out for 4? So, I'm losing my trail of thought, Willie. 4 months Sam de Jong was out for collapsed lung. You're back in 2 weeks.
I think it was de Jong was on top of other things as well, but with me, as far as a collapsed lung goes, it wasn't a serious case. The fact that I'm young with a fit and healthy lifestyle has certainly helped a speedy recovery. That I'm really grateful.
We're on camera now. See, look, giving everyone a wave. I mean, if you can just pan the camera to how great he is and how great he's organised everything. I mean, I went from captain to commentator. I'm there. Oh, you can see me. Woohoo! But yeah, we're about to kick off. Get your predictions in the comments box below. What do you think the score's going to be? Do you think we're going to get another hammering off another team for the second game in a row? Because last year it was the Magpie channel that beat 5-1 and then got beat 11-1 off ASAP the other week. So our track record on charity games for YouTube is shocking. So can Mr. Betham turn it round, Mr. Law?
Are you asking me? We're just waiting for kick-off, everyone. The sceptics are out after that beating last week, and hopefully we'll beat these Yorkshire lot, but I'm sure you'll touch upon there is a bigger thing about all of today, why we're here and stuff.
Of course, I mean, charity wins at the end of the day. It's alright talking we're going to get beat by 20 goals or something, but the winner is charity, and we're raising money for the Sir Bobby Robson Foundation. That's the important thing here, raising money for him. So it links in the description box below to donate and everything like that. We're about to kick off here at sunny Shildon, as you can see, and we have put no passes together. I thought we were going to beat our record of 3 from last time, but no, we haven't. I mean, Ramsey's got possession of the ball. HITC Sport, excellent. Plays a long ball to our centre forward, and he's competing for it. Go on, and we get a free kick. This is better progress than we made. It's better progress than we made in the entirety of last game. So it's looking good. Paul, early thoughts? Sorry, not co-manager anymore because you got sacked. But
Former
yes.
co-manager. Yeah. Well, encouraging start. North East for Yorkshire. Can we take advantage? The lads have been practicing free kicks and set pieces. So let's hope to get this.
I mean, over the ball in the box.
Go on.
Oh! We've just had a chance. We've had a shot on goal.
Good save.
We've had a shot on goal. I mean,
thought that was in me.
it was well taken free kick. I mean, we've started well. I mean,
Nobby Solano-esque.
I want to ask a question. If a goal goes in, Paul, what are you going to do?
stand here and commentate because that's what professionals do, Lee. But inbound with a corner.
On leave, that's what you're on about.
Out. Needs to shoot. Hit it.
Oh, why didn't you hit it, man?
And Rutenstein looking to get across. Stand him up! Just barking out team orders as you'd expect. They hit one on the counter. Yep, the YouTubers playing, as you could probably see, Will, all the way from Salford after his uni stuff. Rutenstein is also playing for Newcastle Fans TV, and on the other side, as I'm on the bench, Paul's not co-managing / commentating, Mark's managing poorly, and on the Middlesbrough side you've got AJT in the middle, number 2. I'm sure he's going to be a strong man to get off the ball.
He's all gob and no action.
Well, Lee's
all fair coat, no knickers.
Lee's mocking the opposition, but to be fair, the way you've got to look at it is it's a minute in and we're not 1-0 down. This time in the last game we were 2-0 down. So you know we've started well. We're not losing. So it's a bright start from Newcastle Fans TV, and I cannot wait to get involved. If I get involved, because I might not get involved. You see, because I might be on the bench.
You're doing a great job of commentating.
Am I? I mean, I don't know. Let us know in the comments. But
their keeper, we'll just say, when I was watching him, there could be a bit of a weak link.
I
don't
know, Paul. You made a good save before, so.
He did, but it was on crosses when I was watching him before. He just liked to come and he just liked to flap a bit.
Yeah. I mean, he could do his rendition of Carriers for her and give her a couple of goals, but that was last year. We can't laugh at Liverpool no more because we were Champions League winners yesterday. But yeah, corner coming in. Let's see what happens with this one. It's a floated cross, headed out by Boro Fan TV. Johnny's going to hit it. Ooh, and he goes crashing in. Thankfully, his flight didn't end up that way, and just a tackle. So it's a wayward pass by Boro, and Paul with the touch of. With a class touch, but not such a class pass. You belong on this team, Paul, with your passing ability. Commentate better than football for sure. Do you want to take the mic for a bit and you lead the way?
I'll chat if you want to have a breather.
Yeah, right. We just had a quick change over in the old commentary booth. Carl's just gone away now just to mingle with the rest of the subs. So let's have a look. Yeah, just all a bit scrappy at the moment, but nice calm pass back there to the keeper. Newcastle get a chance to build another attack. We've done really well in the opening exchanges, as you would expect. All blood and thunder, with it being a sort of derby. Do you class it as a derby? Middlesbrough and Newcastle, what do you think, Lee? Derby?
It's more Yorkshire if you ask me.
Yeah. It would have been a derby probably if it was Leeds then. Let's have a look. Free kick in a bit of a dangerous position. This could be trouble for our lads here. Not so sure on that one, ref, but never mind. Will we get a penalty today? What do you think?
Yeah, the referee's a Boro fan.
Did you hear that? Referee could be a Boro fan. Well, they need all the support they can get down at the Riverside. I will say that. Let's have a look. Are they 10 yet? I was going to say ref. To be fair to Middlesbrough, they weren't the full back. What's our manager doing? Oh, it's our surely. Oh! I thought it was over, but it was literally just literally. Looked like it was going to sneak. Yeah, looks like it was going to sneak into the top corner. So yeah, set pieces we need to watch out on today, I think.
Right, I'll give it a. I'm cameraman. I may as well be a bit of a mic man as well. So I'll fill you in who's playing with YouTubers and that. So we've got HITC Sport. You'll spot him in the luminous yellow boots. He's going towards the corner flag at the minute. We've got Rob Rubenstein playing as well. I believe he's playing at the back. We've got ASAP Alberto, the original African, who's currently on the bench at the moment. We'll see him come on as well. Of course, we've got AJT, number 2 in front of your screens there. And yeah, so if you can, there is bigger things today. If you can donate, that's what we're here for. The Sir Bobby Robson Foundation. There is a link in the description. Please, if you've got anything spare, it doesn't have to be loads. It could be a couple of quid. It could be 3 quid. Everyone here today is taking a time out, taking holidays to come and play football and hopefully raise a bit of money for people who are suffering from cancer. Now HITC clips the ball forward and he's in. He's 1-on-1. He's running the keeper. Put it in. Put it in. Give it back. Oh, it's off the line! It's off the line! Oh, so close. Corner ref, it's a corner.
Corner, but come on, that should have been.
That's a great Newcastle fans TV, a much better start than what it was last week. Last week we're already 5-0 down. But it's a great start, really good start. Come on. We're going to get a Boro's fans perspective in a couple of minutes as well. Be warned that it is a Yorkshire accent. Corner at Newcastle fans TV. It's going to be whipped in as left foot at the in swinger. Comes in, it's gone too high, and it's gone out for a throw in.
Like a John Joe corner.
Right then. So I'll let you do commentary with James. Boro fan TV, and I'll look after the camera. So you want to go with it?
Yeah, right, mate. Aye. What do you think? What do you think of the opening?
Move along.
I just think a few lads have already hit the brick wall. I think already a bit like in marathon terms, but no, it's been a decent start.
Highly competitive, isn't it?
It's got to be. It's got to be for a derby game. Yeah, it's got to be.
Nicely out there. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, with obviously the reason everyone's here today is to support 2 charities. There's obviously the Bobby Robson Foundation and the Gary Parkinson Trust. Gary Parkinson played for the Boro in the late 80s, early 90s. Went on to have a career involving other clubs such as Burnley, Preston, and he was struck down by a stroke in 2010, and it's left him with locked-in syndrome. So since then there's been a lot of charity events trying to raise awareness but also raise funds for Gary and his family to help them with day-to-day needs and stuff like that, because obviously it's very difficult.
Oh, chance there.
Oh, good keeper.
Keep out.
Hit it back.
Oh, surely had to hit it there. Surely had to hit it first time.
I'm not sure if the keeper should be playing sweeper. I think the Boro fan TV they did very well.
I think he's been watching a bit of too much of Man City.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes. But chances, lots of chances.
It's an open game, which as Boro fans we're not used to seeing much of this season. But there you go.
Unlucky. The manager situation, I always thought was a strange one. If you're appointing him like last season, I felt for you. I really did. The brand of football.
I think you know what you're going to get, don't you, with Tony Pulis? But the thing is, if it gets you results, you can live with that. But at the end of the day, it didn't. So it didn't work out. No.
What your chances are for next season?
A lot will depend on who the new manager coming in is and what funds have got available, stuff like that. So it is what it is. The Championship, it's a competitive league, isn't it? You can't say with great confidence you're going to go straight up or whatever. So we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, it could be worse. You could have Mike Ashley as an owner. At least you got a decent owner, eh?
Well, we have. What's the news there? Is there any news on a takeover or something? I know there was stuff going around this week, wasn't it, about things happening?
Last weekend was great. I mean, Sunderland, obviously, managing somehow to make a disaster out of it, almost certainty. And then obviously the info and news coming out about the shake and stuff like that. Just pausing there. Oh, could have been a chance. And I hope so, because the thing is, 12 years now, we've suffered enough, and it's you could try the patience of a saint. That man got no interest in the football club at all. I know Steve Gibson, he's got his people who criticise him and stuff, but I do think he's got the interest. He loves the club.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
you can't. You know what I mean? He's trying to get Middlesbrough back into the Premier League, and that side of it, you can't say that.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
yeah.
What's he trying to do?
No,
Sabotage the club properly.
you always think it's meeting his own needs, isn't it? Whatever he wants to do, or he's been involved in other clubs as well, and it hasn't worked out well, like at Rangers and stuff like that. So yeah, you're always a little bit suspicious when he's involved in the running of your club, and I think that's just coming from an outside perspective. Like you say, I think I'd rather have in charge running the day-to-day affairs of your club.
It could only be better though if Mike actually sells us up and then buys Sunderland. That would be absolutely fantastic. That would just like be the cherry on top of the cake.
I think they've had enough hardship the last few years. I don't think they need that on top of what they've got already. But like you say, I mean, that's been some achievement from Sunderland this year. Not even get promoted out of League One with parachute payments. That's some going, that, isn't it?
I said before, with the likes of Luton and Barnsley doing better than Sunderland.
Yeah,
it's a joke. I think any other manager, I think he would have been.
Get out, Will.
He would have been sacked a long time ago.
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
With the resources they've got compared to some of the others. I mean, I had to laugh with the Fleetwood one, the Cod Army, turning them over. Yeah. That was absolutely hilarious. And they're just a gift that keep on giving. Keep both of us entertained, aren't they? Anyway.
Definitely. Much like this game, I mean, it's starting to shift a little bit now.
Safe hands there, nice hands.
It's going to be a little bit one-way traffic to begin with, but now it's shifted a little bit, the balance. So yeah, decent game. It's close, which I think is good as well.
Yeah, that's what you want, don't you?
Yeah.
Just hope for a few goals.
Not a bad effort if someone been following in.
Like you said though, just a bit ago already, I think legs a little bit.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Do you know what? I'm quite happy to be on this side of the white line today because it's still a little bit hot and sticky out there, and I don't think I'd be fancying running up and down here today. I think 20 minutes now, lads start to feel it. So yeah,
rolling subs are going to be key, aren't they?
Definitely.
Players on and off, keep players fresh and like motivated and whatnot. But I think there's been a couple of chances at either end.
Yeah,
could easily be once a piece, something like that.
Yeah, no, it's been a decent game.
Decent chances. Keepers have both made a few decent saves.
Yeah.
Impressed with the keepers certainly so far.
Oh, Johnny, lad!
Johnny getting stuck in there. He's only literally just landed back in the UK. Comes straight from the airport. Coming into this, so no doubt he'll tire as the game goes on.
The referee could have maybe brought that back there for a late challenge. I mean, I know you said the lad's just come back into the country from his flight. I mean, he was a little bit late there. I think he was still in the airport with that challenge, wasn't he?
I think he's been beside the pool a bit.
Yeah.
So a few, one or two alcoholic beverages, maybe too much. You can't knock his desire to be here. He's travelled all the way up, an hour or two's game, and then straight through to Shildon of all places.
Yes, yeah. It's not a bad neutral venue, is it? It's a good little turn.
Oh, a little bit of holding back there. Oh.
Got there.
Just. I think the Newcastle lot, we think we just need to take a little bit of a breather. Stop playing Stoke ball. There we go again, a bit more Stoke ball. Heads got something on it. Just looking at the Newcastle fans TV bench here. Hive of activity. Oh.
Went down.
Yeah, is there a knock? No,
a welcome breather for a few people.
Yeah, I think it is a chance to get.
Bring Rob in. Rob, do you want to come on?
Yeah, a bit of a rest now, chance to get a few drinks. We're going to have a bit of a change in the old commentary box. Rob's coming in from the Newcastle fans TV
the
bench.
Of York City.
He is, yes. So there you go.
Thank you very much. So, how are you all?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, you're just enjoying the game. It's been a decent start for both sides so far. I think Newcastle initially on top. It looks like there's a few changes being made. I think also just going on and off for drinks.
Yeah, I think it was around this point in the game that we had 2 weeks ago. We were about 5-0 down.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, it's so much more even and yeah.
And I think that's what you want, isn't it? You don't want people to get disheartened and like think, oh, it's going to be a long 90 minutes if you're already 4 or 5-0 down. I think, like I say, the two sides are pretty evenly matched, so yeah, it should be a decent game.
In the build-up to this game, it has been lovely to work with Boro Fan TV. They've been absolutely lovely people to work with, really good friends, and and of course the Gary Parkinson Trust is a very, very worthy cause.
It is, yeah, it is. That's why everyone's here today, obviously, to support the two charities. And like I say, I think it's always nice as well when you bring football fans together, have good crack, good banter, bit of laugh, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, that just makes it even better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's at times like this when rivalry is put to one side, or it's more there for just to have a laugh. So
of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Right now, Boro Fan TV have a throw-in halfway inside the Newcastle Fans TV half.
Plenty talking, lads.
Long throw-in right into the box. Dixon heads it away. Goes out for yet another throw-in.
Inching away further down the line here, yeah, just getting a bit more yardage. Just need a bit.
No, not easy at all. Good header from Rubenstein. It's brought back into the box, but it's easy for the keeper to deal with. Renforth out to the right. First time ball, couldn't quite find the forwards. And it's launched high up into the air. That should be... It's bounced quite hazardously out of play.
Yeah, it's certainly been a competitive game. Both sides not giving an inch so far. Yeah, there's a few changes coming on.
No substitution of the game.
Yeah, lads reluctant to come off the pitch. That's not normally the way it goes in these type of games. Lads are like itching to get off the pitch for a bit of a break, but these lads have obviously prepared well for today.
Yeah.
So a few rolling subs coming on. I think there's 3 or 4 changes there being made by the Boro Fan TV team.
Roll and roll off subs, they might feature a little later.
I think it's also a piece of organisation now where you've taken 3 or 4 people off. It's knowing where people are going to play now, and
yes, trying to adjust to the state of play. I think that's the delay the ref's counting.
12, it's definitely 12 odd.
That's corruption right there. They're trying to play with 12 men.
Referee just making sure before play is allowed to
I'll just say
continue.
Newcastle usually have the officials in the back pocket in these type of games. So
Isn't the referee Boro?
I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put it past them. Maybe induce a little bit more money there. A few decisions in the black line's way.
Wake up, lads! Wake up!
That's a good touch. Close down.
Play on, man.
Play on, lads. Ramsey's clearance upfield. Fans TV. It's been a while since we last had some meaningful touches inside the Boro half.
Yeah, like you say, it started off where Newcastle, I think, were on top for the first 10 minutes or so, and then it just seems to have levelled out a little bit since then.
Best chance of the game fully falling to that goalmouth incident very early on in the game, but here we are. And the pass, that was very well defended. Very well defended as Boro come forward again. Renfrew with the tackle, comes away with the ball. Looks for options. Ran into a cul-de-sac in the end. Launched forward, Dixon has time. Dixon launches it, only to be met by Boro again as they come forward once more. Dixon's closed down. Chance here for Boro as they play it across goal and the header goes over the bar. Free header. The flag stayed down. That was a chance for Boro.
How did he miss that?
I think he was unlucky. I think
difficult chance.
Very unlucky. Came across very quickly, but I mean, yeah, definitely best chance Boro have had so far in the game. Like I say, I think it's just a sign that they're starting to come on top in this game now. They're getting a little bit more confident, and maybe the changes have suited them.
Diving headers are never easy as well. And we're about to be joined by AJT, Boro Fan TV. So you've just come off as a...
This is the gobshite of Boro Fan TV.
So how would you evaluate your own performance so far in this game?
I'm not struggling to get into it. I'm just sort of sitting in the art of midfield and just trying to keep the tempo going. But we've made a change there, which might be a bit costly, like. But at the end of the day, when you got a team of 16, there's only so many substitutions you can make. So I'm trying to get some shape going in for a shot. Go Tom, lad. Go Tom! Finish!
Through on goal, and that's the first goal of the game. Boro take the lead. They take the initiative. It's a good finish. Defending is slightly questionable, But the bottom line is that Boro take the lead. Good finish it was. Newcastle have it all to do as they fall behind again.
Like they do being the worst team in the North East, have all to do. Tell you, billionaire comes in. But listen, our lads there, the number 10's one of our best.
Well, you've been on top for the past 10-15 minutes.
I thought you started off pretty bright when you had the free kick early on, but you've got to watch for the number 10. The number 10's one of our best players. He's
Thanks for the heads up.
yeah, we've got one of the best defenders there. Well, this in the whole back line.
The one who thinks Potter up.
Tattoos.
Yeah, but listen, all around the pitch we've got a strong team. Of course, I was going to let you into that one before the game, but now listen. Overall, I made it as fair as I could with the subs and whatnot. But I say my 20 minutes time, the main man goes on, baby, and I'll go and win the game. But 1-0. Do you know what? He's.
Paul, can I get you a big cameraman so I can update the score?
I don't know who that lad is there. Who's the Gateshead lad, but he's I think he's a ringer, but he's a top player.
Got an injury here. It's not what you want to see. Oh, but he's a good sign though. He's come straight back up. And as you can see from the change of the scoreline, it is Middlesbrough 1, Newcastle 0. Add Fans TV to the end of those names.
Well, there's an S on the end of ours, which a lot of people keep getting wrong.
Yeah, including Sky Sports.
Do you want me to take over? Do you want to carry on? Do you want to chat to Rob? Come on, hit it.
It's a long range shot and it's well saved by the goalkeeper. That seemed to be moving as it travelled quickly to him. Very good save. A chance has not gone though. It's a corner.
Still waiting on the attendance today. Quite a few people.
Yes.
So just a big thank you to all them who made the journey over to Shildon. It's not the easiest place to get to, and we've got a decent crowd. Probably higher than what we get at the Riverside. Let's be honest.
Of course. Yes. Thank you very much.
Sellouts, are they?
No.
We may be winning, but the thing is, I still think there's chances for us to get back into this one. The lads are up for it, they're up for the fight. They are scrapping, and we have been practicing on set pieces.
Corner is coming in. It will be taken by Ramsey. HITC. It's towards the near post. Comes all the way through. Here's Dixon. Gets the shot away. It was fairly tame in the end. Headed away. Dixon might try again.
Where's the help at? Good sportsmanship there.
So, hello everyone.
Every time it goes out of play, you just go on camera.
Yeah, so it's not often that commentators are seen on camera. Funnily enough, this is actually the first live commentating gig that I've done.
Oi, people!
But yeah, Paul, thank you so much for earlier picking me up because I arrived at Shildon a lot earlier than as you might expect for 12:45 kickoff. But I was absolutely lost. I came out of Shildon station. There seems to be about 5 different exits. So thank you very much.
No, you're welcome, and I'm just glad it's all come together. And obviously, again, charity the big winner at the end of the day.
Of course.
It's been a very good, entertaining game. I must admit, both sides very committed. Is that not offside? Yeah, it's going to go out anywhere. But just bear in mind, please, people, that like I said, these refs, they are from the Middlesbrough area. Just to remember that one. Will we get a penalty? What do you think?
Well, put it this way, there's rather suspect shin pads there. They look more like leaflets held together by tape. And it's Johnny Greenwood coming off for ASAP Adoma. Is it? Alberto, ASAP Alberto, I do apologise.
You win names, Rob, you win names.
check out his channel. Lots of good fun.
All right.
Get a reaction of Johnny if you want.
Johnny, he's
So,
absolutely...
I'm terrible with names, so Stephen, we come to you. Johnny, how would you evaluate you? As we come forward, Dixon, excellent tackle, last ditch tackle. He made the clearance.
The first one he's skipping.
And so Johnny, you seem pretty puffed out. You've just got off a
alright,
plane.
actually.
We'll cut you some slack. You got off a plane you were in Birmingham. You got off a plane not even 12 hours ago, and yeah, you came here to Shildon to start the match. So how do you feel about that?
Look, it doesn't really matter how much sleep or whatever. We're doing okay. We're just we're getting a bit run in midfield.
We can turn this around, can't we?
Yeah, we can. It's just there's nothing. There's not a lot in it. There really isn't. I think we just need to be a bit more ruthless going forward.
Unlucky with the call, won't we?
Referee's been shocking so far. I'm gonna have to say. I know it's a charity game and all that, but he has been.
Oh,
Go on!
It's Alberto. Couldn't find the decisive pass.
Time!
Renforth.
Oh, the ball! Oh!
So basically, yeah, he should have passed that.
No, but the thing that's annoying. I think
Offside flag is up.
No, you. No, do you know what it is? Right, we've actually been okay. Like we've had a couple of half chances. I almost clattered somebody. Go on, Ram! Go on! Go on, you've got him. Oh, there's nothing in it. I think a lot of people expected Middlesbrough to be a lot better than what they are. If I'm being brutally honest, but you know, I think these. I don't know if these have played before or not, but they look like some of the lads have played before.
We could do a Lauren Charvet.
Remember
that goal down at the Riverside when there was a striker during that match as well. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was a great game. Yeah. The thing is, like, look, it's only 1-0. We've got plenty of time. We've got some.
Don't get any ideas, Johnny.
No, we've got some good players. We've got some good players. Like the guy on the ball now, he's got a bit about them as well. Just need a bit more. Well done, mate. Well done.
Well won. Renforth tried to play it back, loses it again.
Back on his trip from New Zealand.
I love how we're trying to play football, but we're just not good enough to play that kind of game. I think we need to go. I'll put
Rather suspect shin pads, don't you think?
just for pure pace.
Rather suspect shin pads for ASAP Alberto. They look more like.
You telling your own boss what to do there, Johnny?
Yeah. I think Ramsey. If Ramsey was to go.
Who is the manager? You haven't really talked about him, his performance, and talk about the manager.
Manager Mark Betham, of course. It's never easy to come off something that was a 15-1 defeat 2 weeks ago. So this being the first game back. Well, Johnny, you were absent for that game. You know, it could have been. You know, if you played, it could have been 22-1.
Do you think they could have saved that first? I couldn't really say from where I was. I was just gonna say for the Middlesbrough goal, could we have saved it or could we have done it better? Because like from where I was coming back from running.
To be brutally honest, it looked savable, but at the same time, it was a good finish.
Was it? We'll be alright.
I'm ready if you want me on, Mark. I'm ready if you want me to come on.
Right, so it's just Lee taking over, multitasking here with the mic and the camera. It's going to be a long throw into Newcastle Fans TV, and it goes in the box. No challenge. Where's the challenge? Get it back in the mixer. Well, it's the right thing to do, get it back in the box, but where was the challenge there? So still 1-0. Surprised there hasn't been a lot more goals in this game. We'll drop that. Good recovery by Original African, and the goalkeeper picks it up. Still 1-0 here. It's Shildon Sunnydale Community Centre. There's still time if you want to pop along. If you live local, out in the fields, you can come along. Paul's you need to release it. Back on the ball. Out wide to Original African, who's got the pace. Look at that pace on that left flank.
Go on.
That's our ball referee, and the referees give it the other way. But definitely got a bit of pace about Newcastle with that change there down that left flank. So Kyle Thompson looking over there. He's yet to get on the pitch at the moment. He's chomping on the bit to get on. Let's get the camera on Kyle Thompson there, just looking over. He's thinking, I want to get on this pitch here. I want to clatter some people around here. This nickname, the Dynamite. Wait until he comes on this pitch. He will frighten Newcastle Fans TV members, not Boro Fan TV. So the foul for us, and Newcastle Fans TV could take advantage. HITC Sport, the guy with how many subs has he got? 230,000k. Something crazy like that, isn't it? But it's a long throw in. Yeah, challenge for it. So I want to see a bit of challenge there, and it comes. That's it. Go on. Oh, it went our way anyways. He went our way anyways. So did it go out, Johnny? So Johnny, come over here. I'll grab your own commentary. Tell us about your holiday. What did you get up to that you're allowed to say?
Yeah, keep it clean.
Just a bit of sightseeing, isn't it?
Sightseeing in Turkey. Where'd you go?
No, I went to, I think it was Antalya. It was a place in Antalya.
That's where my manager is at the minute.
Is he? It's a nice place in the world. I think when I left it was something like 34, 35 degrees at the minute. But yeah, I just thought, why not come back to Shogun on a Sunday afternoon? But no, it was good. I enjoyed it. But
Nights out drinking.
yeah, I can't remember. I think only one day. I didn't have any beer, like, so that was alright. But it was good. It was a good laugh, and yeah. But I tried to do a run across the beach. Honestly, I think it was like the toughest run of my life. With like 35-degree heat, running on sand. If anyone's done beach runs, it's hard work. But no, it's alright. It's alright.
I would say the game going. It looks like we've got a bit more pace on that left flank with Original African now on.
Well, I don't know why he swapped me off like the pace. But no, it was alright to look. I've never played centre half before. Positioning I was a bit shaky, but no, we're doing alright. I think we need to put our better players going forward because we've got more chance of scoring. Again, I just think midfield we're just getting bossed. We really are getting bossed in midfield a little bit. We need somebody in the centre mid that can just grab the ball a little bit.
It runs a risk if I think it's an even game, but if Boro Fan TV get that second goal, that heads might drop.
Yeah, I think we've got to try and keep it at 1 or try and get a level before half time. I don't think these are amazing, but at the minute just look a tiny bit better than us. But all it takes is one shot, keep us made a good save, but if we can get another shot on target, let's see where it goes. You never know. But how long we got to half time?
I don't know, but I'm just putting on camera because I can't even tan there, Johnny, aren't you? I brought this up about 2-3 times now. Johnny's trying to match us for this tan. No. Let's get back to the action because we've got a bit of a wing play on here. He's looking for some options. Where's the support? Will Dixon back from Salford Uni. He's lost the ball. He's got to take him down. It's a great recovery. What's wrong with that, referee? Keep your head up, Will. Keep your head up. Back from Salford Uni. What, get a Macam ref? Why? He'll probably hate us more.
He says he's been a ref for 30 years. I don't know how many good games he's had in 30 years. Like,
let's hope he gets a dodgy decision right for us later. So Boro Fan TV are going to get this long ball into the box. It's gone high. Keeper needs to come out and claim that. There's a bit of a push there. Can you guys just come out a bit? I can't see the stream. Look at that pace by the original African. Look at that! It's Tino Aspria. Long ball out of the top. Keeper needs to come and claim for that. That's nice and simple for the goalkeeper there. Let us know how you're finding the game. It's still 1-0, pretty even. Can Newcastle Fans TV get back into this game? Are Newcastle Fans TV as bad as Boro Fan TV? Or as good, however which way you want to look at it. We've definitely got a bit of pace on that wing. Oh, a missed kick there by Will Dixon. Will, come on. You're live on YouTube. You don't want to be doing that. You're presenter of Newcastle Fans TV. It's a throw and you can't see because all the subs are in the way down that corner there. Yeah, I've got it down there so you can see. Got 11 minutes till half time, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll come back for the second half of the stream. So we're 34 minutes in. Johnny, you've been away in Turkey. What's your thoughts on the takeover?
Oh, I forgot about that. It was weird actually because obviously Sunderland lost their game on the Sunday, and I went to bed having a few drinks after that. And then I just obviously we're 2 hours ahead in Turkey, so I'm waking up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, which is obviously 6 in the morning, and I've just heard everything, absolutely everything. And look, I'm not as optimistic as others. I think personally, it does have legs. It does have legs. I think. To be honest, I think what I brutally think, I think it's been a gentleman's agreement. I think they've basically said, "Do you want this amount of money?" And they've said, "Yeah, we'll take that amount of money," but they haven't actually done the transaction yet. But they've basically said, all right, we can announce a deal. So I do think it's a bit sceptical. Is that the word how you pronounce it? So yeah, I'm not as convinced. But look, I might actually off the pitch in terms of these Debenhams and these Sports Direct has lost a lot of money in recent times. Hold on, just wait a second. Oh, I've just had that doesn't hit his knee and hits his foot. Jake was almost going to put the attacker through. Rob's clearing it. Rob's been a bit of a rock at the back this afternoon. Yeah, Rubenstein, if you follow him on YouTube. Going again, another great challenge. And we're through actually. Oh, so close to look through ball there. From Mills with Boro Fan TV. Just clear it. Looks like he's offside. I don't know why the lino hasn't given it. He has given it. Good save, keeper. Just goes offside. He's good. I think he's about a yard off at least.
What do you make of all these statements going third party, and it all seems to be very one-sided, like coming from the Benzai group?
Personally, I think the club are afraid to put any statement out at the minute.
But why? They should be. They need to kill it, I think, or say, look, there's talks going on, NDAs and all that.
What the hell, right, is Lee Charnley's job? What does he get double his salary for, if not to communicate with the fans? It's shocking. It's a dereliction of duties in my book.
He's got a bit of attack on this left-hand side here. Just playing it to Rob.
Get in the mixer, Rob. Get in the mixer. What you doing?
Rob's just losing.
Atsu there. Bit of Atsu coming out. He's in a Atsu. Oh.
Keep back!
Oh man!
Oh, you bugger! That was close out, almost 2 feet off the ground there, but fortunately didn't catch him. But with Newcastle carry on with the ball on the left wing back, yeah. But I think you're right. I think Lee Charnley or somebody at the club has to come out and say something in terms of this takeover. Personally, I think Newcastle don't know what to put down as a statement. I think if they say that we are in discussions and it breaks down, it looks bad all over. If nothing happens, they can say, well, we had nothing to report, so we've done our job.
The thing is though, right, they've got PR people there. Keith Bishop is getting money out of the club. What's he getting paid for? Because the PR looks terrible for the club. To me, they could come out even with a very short worded statement to say, yes, we are in discussions, however, because of X, Y and Z, we can't say anything.
But they've said that the statement that the Benzai group did on the Monday, they said it was a genuine statement that they have agreed a fee, or they have agreed something in place. So is that all they needed to do? Was it just to react to that comment?
Yeah, just react, officially to that comment to give us some sort of certainty, because we've got no certainty around the manager, around players going out, players going in, who's going to be the owner. It's all up in the air, and it's just absolutely farcical at the moment.
Long throw, got a chance, yeah, chance. Oh, and a long ball. I think it's Jake. No, I think it's a Jake who's just trying to get a little thick, but the striker that we've got up top just got beaten by the goalkeeper. But yeah, we'll go back on the takeover because obviously it's a massive talking point. At the minute, Paul, if I was giving you percentages chance at the minute, I think this is probably 30-70 not going to happen. In my personal opinion, I don't want to put a damp squid on things, but I think 30-70. I just think it just doesn't feel right, doesn't look right. What about yourself?
It's in a way, it's too good to be true, isn't it? That some rich oil, some rich oil-rich person or country's going to come in, take us over on the day that Sunderland get humiliated. It just all seems to be too good to be true. I hope and pray, because to be honest, I would take anybody at this point. I just want sensible decisions to be taken with the club. It's not as if we're demanding hundreds of millions. It would be nice if we could spend hundreds of millions on players, but we want some certainty. We want somebody who actually gives a damn about our football club. And Mike Ashley doesn't give you that at all. I mean, I said before in the video I was like 51% certain that he would and 49% against, but it's like a huge part of me, it's because I'm so longing for it. It's been 12 years of absolute misery.
One thing I would like to say, and I want to get both your reactions on this. I'll start with Lee. A lot of different media outlets are reporting different information, in my personal opinion, and it's always been a case of who do you trust? For me, let's go get a cross in the box. Go on, Ramsey! Oh my word! It was a crossing from the cross on the left-hand side by. What was the guy with the original Afghans fans? Well, it was a great cross, right foot coming in, lovely football.
Scarf, you would have scored there.
Ramsey at the far post, just needed to get any sort of touch on it. Very unlucky, but it's been Newcastle Fans TV's best chance of the game so far. I think that's probably going to wake up Boro Fan TV, but it's been better for us. Is it? Too high. We do look a bit better last 5-10 minutes, it has to be said. Yeah, ASAP is got a bit about him. Why did they take that Johnny off from him? You know what I mean? No, I understand that.
I think that Johnny was partying a bit too hard though in Turkey.
I did alright. I thought I did okay. You know, I was doing alright. I was doing alright for a change.
I like the commitment and the David Batty-esque performance there. I appreciate that sort of quality and commitment. Come on.
Well done, Rob. Rob clearing a header.
Middle of the park.
There's no midfield at the minute when Newcastle Fans TV are defending at the minute. But look, I feel like we have got a little bit of a spine of the team that's kind of coming into the fold. Maybe if we had another charity game coming up, if say we had I don't know if we took on another team, but here we go down this left hand side. Good challenge. I mean, I think that's the first time he's actually been taken off the ball.
We look good out wide, don't we? We look good out
especially
wide,
from the left, yeah.
And we look solid, pretty solid at the back. But it's just that middle, and it proves here again as Middlesbrough Fans TV again. I just allowed
too much time in the ball.
Too much time and too much space in the middle of the park.
At least Rob's running a bit.
Need to be won in the middle of the park first of all.
When you coming on?
That'll be revealed all in the post-match stuff, I think. Obviously, I was going to be co-manager, but we'll leave that for another day.
No, I think it has to be said that it is a team that just kind of just been put together. But let's just remind it for two reasons. It's for the Sir Bobby Robson Foundation for Newcastle Fans TV point of view, and it's Gary Parkinson from Boro Fan TV. Obviously, two fantastic causes, two different causes, but both mean exactly the same thing. So if you're watching this, the link will be in the descriptions that we've been doing all the way through the last month or so since it's been announced. Donate if we can. If you can make the difference.
Even a small amount, anything at all. £1, £2, anything at all you can do will be a great help. So please do if you can do. I know I have. I know a lot of the other lads have as well.
Oh, we've got a chance here. Oh. Go on, Ramsey, just get it straight away. Ramsey over the top. Release it, Ramsey. Great ball if he can. Just to the left. I think he's got the pace on him if he can keep it in. He has kept it in, has he?
Probably a penalty on this ref. For Middlesbrough Fans TV.
Yeah.
We should have scored. We had
chances. Had two good chances, and Boro Fan TV. The keeper will probably think he's a bit disappointed with the goal, but look, it's down low. The guy striker's got his shot off, and if he's a tall keeper like I've just been next to him, he's about 6'3", 6'4", easy. So, but we're still in this. We've still got half a chance. If we can get I think if we can get a goal before half time, these will be thinking, how are we level? We should be battering these.
I think as well, these have got a smaller squad, so maybe second half as well, we maybe can take advantage of the fact that they might have a few tired legs, and maybe we can take advantage of that because we've got some fit lads in the team who can run, and just desperate for us to score.
Long throw towards to ASAP, it just goes out of play. Lee, we're coming in the last 5 minutes or so. If you're at half time, if you're Matt Betham, what are you saying to the lads?
Probably the last 10 minutes, keep it as you were. I think we're going into we've got a bit of pace on that left flank because two of the lads have obviously the original African playing at left wing back. It's definitely getting a lot more of the ball and it seems to be frightening them. But also the other lad, sorry I don't know his name, who's his mate, very silky, very skillful. Ramsey's I noticed he's dropped a lot deeper, HITC over there. He's dropped into a deeper role and he's picking up the ball in pocket, so just finding that space, and I think if we keep playing like there is, we'll keep creating chances, and I think chances of course create goals.
Yeah, I think as well you've got to remember we're not the fittest, both teams aren't the fittest. I think both teams will admit that. I think obviously fatigue will take a toll as well in the second half, and obviously Boro Fan TV have got probably the same amount of us. I think there's about 18 players on each side, so people are going to get money.
A few less than us.
Oh, they got a few less.
Yeah, they've made that point that they've got a few less than us. So again, the manager has to obviously make use.
We've got the Newcastle Fans TV going to attack on left hand side. I thought the referee was going to pull it back, but he hadn't.
Who's he pulled that back to? Madrid-Dawes. Come on, lads.
Well done, Will. Talk to each other. Go on, Ramsey. Go on. Man coming now. Newcastle Fans TV on the right hand side.
Oh, hey. Alright. They're jumping in with the tackles, aren't they? They're a bit meaty.
They are. A few big challenges. Yeah, so but Newcastle Fan TV getting back into the game, a long ball through towards Ramsey, but Boro Fan TV clear towards Will Dixon.
Oh, terrible header.
and crosses lovely little through ball. Go on, Jake! Oh!
Nicely defended there by Middlesbrough.
It was good defending, but Newcastle fan TV slowly but surely are getting back into this
Turning
game.
the screw, aren't they?
They are. We have got a corner. Ramsey looks like he's going to take it from the right hand side. However, it looks like we maybe have the left wing back looking at maybe do an in swinger, which I wouldn't mind.
Set pieces have been a bit disappointing, so it's all
Like that.
yeah.
Just take one for the team. Take one for the team if you have to. Go on, ASAP. You've got him on pace. That's fine, just a heavy touch and looks like it's going for a run. That's half time here at Shildon, and it's Boro Fan TV 1, Newcastle Fans TV 0. We'll be live back in the second half.
Right, hi everyone, thanks very much. It's half time here at Shildon. Boro Fan TV only just a 1-0 up. It's an entertaining game, like it really is. I think it's
been good quality.
It has, isn't it? So you want to squeeze in? Alright, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts, I mean, I've spent half of it trying to get my shin pad situation sorted out since the referee told us at the start of the game that we needed shin pads and boots and that, so I've been sorting that out. First half I think we've been alright defensively, we've been very tight, it's been very competitive like we wanted. I've had a couple of chances but we haven't been able to convert. I'm coming on in midfield in the second half, so hopefully I can change something and make something happen. I don't know, but yeah.
I'll fill people in when you tell us. Then we need to update the graphics as well, don't we?
It's in.
Yeah, welcome back for the second half. We have missed the first opening moments, and in those moments Newcastle Fans TV have turned it round. Literally as soon as we came out of the blocks, equaliser from our left back, and we have just literally 2 minutes ago scored again. So at the moment the score is Newcastle Fans TV 2, Middlesbrough Fans TV 1. Again, both sets of teams really committed. There's been some more than meaty and hearty tackles that have been going in from both sides. The referee is letting a lot go, I will say that. Hasn't produced one card yet.
That's fine, lads, keep it going.
Middlesbrough, I think, are getting a little bit on the old desperate side because they're taking pot shots now from absolutely miles out. Yep. So we're just waiting for the goal kick there. Like I say, Middlesbrough took an absolute shot from nowhere. No right to be able to take that. What do you think, Johnny?
I think that's for people that haven't seen the goals. So we were ordered a free kick on just past the halfway line. Lovely left-footed free kick right towards the back post. I thought Eno just missed it, but Jake was there at the far post that just tapped it in past the goalkeeper, and thinking 1-1 back in the game. And since then, Newcastle Fans TV have been the better game. But what a run by ASAP! You know, it's a shame if Boro Fan TV have got this on their YouTube channel. You know, please watch it, because he about three or four times he could have been taken down. Gets into the box, keeps his heads up, plays it to Eno. Eno's there and he puts it in the back of the net. And Newcastle Fans TV are 2-1 up. Paul, how amazing does that sound?
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we totally and utterly deserve it, to be fair. The second half we've just come out the blocks totally. Middlesbrough Fans TV, all they've done is literally just jump in with tackles and stuff. It's been desperation at times, to be fair, for them. Changes obviously won't have helped at half time for them. Still a long way to go though, not counting any chickens yet. Anything can happen. Hopefully Newcastle can get the next goal, and I think you'll see a few Middlesbrough heads drop then. There's already a few angry voices in their team questioning teammates. Oh! Kyle taken down there, absolutely no attempt. But I think that's Middlesbrough's tactic, just to kick lumps. So we was at 16 minutes, I think, in the second half.
Guys, don't get involved.
Good advice there from the original African, not to get involved in the old histrionics and stuff. Can we do it again? Oh, what an absolutely fantastic save that. Absolutely fantastic save there from the Middlesbrough keeper. Kept them in it. Good header. Looked like it was going in. Good save.
Got to give the keeper credit.
Yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due.
If anything, you would say you just try and get at the other side if you're the attacker, but again, you're thinking,
It's on target.
It's on target. That's all you want, isn't it? But yeah, good save by the keeper. You know, strong hand over the crossbar. But we're a threat again. We're a threat again. Robin. Let's just talk about the defence as well. Robin Will at the back have been absolutely superb. Rubenstein's been absolutely brilliant. Really, like the leader at the back. But
We've
doing
looked
well.
like players possessed at times, and
Go on, Rob!
unlucky. If the first touch had been better there, we could have been in once more. Newcastle, as I say, at the moment have really upped it in this second half, and there looks a little bit of a difference in quality, to be fair, in the opening 10 minutes or so.
That's fine.
See how it goes.
It's been swung across towards the box. Eno should win it, but it's actually good. It's good work by the Middlesbrough defender. Will's on a bounce. Will's on a bounce.
Yeah, if in doubt, I think Manquillo there, he would have messed that up, but certainly not Will. I think Rafa Benitez needs to look at this playback on this, because he's be a step up from Manquillo, that's for certain.
You've also mentioned the two off the line as well.
Yeah, and that's a big thing as well. I think Middlesbrough have had one or two decent situations, but we have cleared them off the line. So it's been impressive from that standpoint as well.
Yeah, we were 1-1, and just wait there to see how this throw-in gets across. Keeper should win. Keeper. I thought the keeper used his hands, but no, it was 1-1, and literally Middlesbrough went almost straight right at the other end. Watch the guard side. I was just watching that long ball, and it was actually a 1-on-1. The number 9, I think it was, and there's a good save by Newcastle Fans TV goalkeeper.
Next goal, huge.
Yeah, massive.
If we get it 3-1, yeah.
Massive. Massive, just while making a substitution.
So yeah, I think there's going to be a Newcastle Fans TV substitution happening shortly. Let's see what the manager's deciding on that. And it's Ramsey.
HITC.
What? Join in the debate on this one, but does he look naked without his scarf on? What are we thinking? This doesn't look right, does he? We need a scarf.
No, but let's just take away the scarf for a second. He's a good player, and when he's got the ball at his feet, he's good to watch. I think, he said it himself at half time. He thought he was going to get on the end of it, and he was just about half a second.
So unlucky, wasn't he?
Yeah, of course he was. But
so unlucky.
It's obviously this is a good chance for Middlesbrough, for Boro Fans TV. Now free kick, just to the right, about 25 yards out, maybe 30 yards out at most. Kyle Thompson giving away the free kick. So if this goes in, you know what's going to happen. Kyle, number 10, the free kick, and the keeper drops it. Should get back in his net. Should get back in his net.
Get yourself sorted.
That was a lovely ball. That's a lovely header away from
again.
Rubenstein again.
Got to be a contender.
Clear it.
Man of the match. If he keeps this level of performance up.
Rubenstein, absolutely brilliant there. That's fantastic. Well done.
Yeah. So it's still 2-1. Newcastle are still leading 2-1, but it's such a competitive game. It could still go either which way, to be honest. Middlesbrough, they're trying everything, desperate to try and get back into it. I think we're just going to have an addition in the commentary box here. Owen?
Hello.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks.
What do you think of that? Total turnaround now, isn't it?
Yeah, cracking.
Much better.
Yeah, much better. Especially when that second one went in, I think everyone felt a lot more relieved.
Ref, what do you think about the ref?
Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking. I'd like to know where his allegiances are.
He's from the Middlesbrough area, isn't he?
Yeah, so explains it all really. But yeah, I'm hoping to get on some point in the second half and maybe just seal it off or whatever.
Their number 7 in particular, I think, has had quite a few questionable tackles, a lot of two-footed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the one that like put about 3 in on ASAP?
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah.
So I think he's
lucky to have some ankles left.
Yeah. He's not in the spirit of the game, I don't think. I think the Newcastle lads have tried to play it more in the spirit of the game. A couple of decent as well clearances off the line though early on in the half.
Definitely pulled on it-esque.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. But total turnaround in the game from the scoreline. But to be fair, we shouldn't have been losing at half time, should we? To be fair,
it was actually an error caused by me that led to the goal being conceded. Had the ball in midfield, slipped and turned over possession, and then they scored from it. So fine margins, but yeah.
It was the only chance though, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And we had a couple of decent chances first half, but we seemed to come out second half just absolutely possessed. 2 quick fire goals has turned it totally around. We've got a free kick now. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's get it right on the keeper. Need to get it right on the keeper, this one. Get it floated in.
I think it's going to be power. Yeah, a little bit too much. Back in.
Trying something.
Head up.
And again.
Foul.
Foul
on Boro in the area.
Comes back to the referee again, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to get absolutely nothing. I was joking about it before the match. That Newcastle just don't get penalties, do we?
No.
And we're going to get absolutely nothing from this lad.
I tried to make a meal out of something in the box earlier, and to be fair, I don't think there was enough contact on me, but the referee wasn't having any of it anyway. How's
it?
I thought we had a shot there, but obviously not.
Keep your hands down. I think certainly in the second half as well, I think we were a lot more competitive in the middle. I think the first half we were good in defence, we were good up top, good out wide, lots of pace, but I think they maybe overrun us a bit in the middle of the park, and I think we've changed more to a 4-4-2 and we're creating an absolute torrent of issues for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I think Robin the first half especially at the back, he had a terrific first half and he's continued in the second.
Got to be a contender for man of the match.
Well, possibly,
keeps it up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been immense.
There's
Fabian Schär.
Yeah, well, I'd say more Lejeune, but
yes.
hopefully he doesn't get injured. Like Lejeune.
That is exactly what I thought straight away. I just hope he doesn't get a knock or anything requiring surgery. But yeah, we have looked really assured. I don't want to put the commentary curse on it, but we've looked really assured at the back. And if we can keep it tight, then we will obviously take a 2-1 win.
To be fair, I'd like to push for some more goals though.
To make certain of it.
Sitting back, it's always a bit risky. We've seen it with Newcastle in real life with 2-goal leads, etc. and bottling it.
Well, the question before the match that I was asking everybody was was Mark going to be Rafa-esque or Steve McLaren-esque, and at the moment it's certainly gone for the Rafa attack.
It was definitely Stephen McLaren the last time.
Oh yes,
Casino 11 or 13 or whatever it was. I think there was that many we lost count. All I know is I scored. So
yeah, it went above the abacus, didn't it, at the end of the day. Middlesbrough desperate to get back in this one. They're shouting at each other, screaming at each other. Not happy at all.
No.
I think they get ready to throw some dummies out of the pram for the Middlesbrough lot.
I think Boro have definitely their heads stuck.
Oh, that should have been the equaliser there.
The worst thing to do is go 2-1 down.
Yeah. So just pass over now to Lee.
Hi everyone, so we had a couple of issues with the battery, that's why we had to change. We've been fiddling on with the camera work as well, but we'll be back to normal. We currently have 33% battery left. There is probably about 20 minutes left of this game. Newcastle Fans TV currently 2-1 up at the moment. Apologies that we missed the 2 goals, it's because the stream did need charged, otherwise this wouldn't be happening right now, the battery would have went. 2-1 at the moment. Right. Can I get Mark Betham going off it there with the referee? It's getting a bit tense now in here. A lot of swearing. A lot of banter between the two. Look at the size of you, look at the size of him. So basically, you heard me there. Oh, you'll kill us later. Our tighter. The ball goes on to that right flank, and that's given offside. Can do you know, the subs are coming back because when we go on the left, when the player goes over there, I can't see the player. On the line. Rob Spiegel's just had a brief run out there. Rob, do you want to come over? I'll have a chat with you. I'll let you hold the mic as well. What's your thoughts? You had about 25 minutes or so?
Played the last 15 minutes of the first half, played the first about 40 minutes of the second half, so about an hour in total, which is more than what I expected.
Yeah, because you've got a collapsed lung. Tell everyone about that.
Well, it came from the last game. I touched upon it in the first half. Oh, they've got a chance. It's a good save, keeper. If it wasn't for the keeper, we're talking 7-10 that we'd have conceded. He's kept it to 1. That's a great achievement. But yeah, I was desperate to play on, but I knew that coming off was the right call.
Can I just point out that Sim de Jong had a collapsed lung and he was out of action for 4 months.
On top of other things, I think.
This guy has a collapsed lung and he's back playing 2 weeks later.
Like as well, in my case, as far as a collapsed lung goes, it wasn't a serious one. So luckily.
So were you milking it?
No, I was stuck at home, resting it, and I couldn't do any exercise. Like I'm under the influence of painkillers at the moment. Got a few minutes before they probably wear off, but
Another throw in. Radio show tonight, innit?
Radio show. We have got quite a bit to get through. We're basically kind of reviewing what's been going on this past week regarding the takeover, discussing, oh goodness me, that is. Yeah, we will reflect on 12 years of what has been horrifying at Newcastle.
27, got 18.
18 minutes left. So we've got 18 minutes remaining.
Oh right, okay. I thought there was a lot less than that.
Why did you just thinking about subs?
But yes, score is.
Over your shoulder!
Yes, in the radio show we'll be talking about Lee Clark moving to Blythe. Alan Armstrong, who was Blythe manager, has gone to Darlington. So there's that to talk about. There's also a rather poignant part of the show where we will be talking about death, and that's it has been a rather dark year for English football.
Say that again.
It has been a rather dark year for English football.
Bring it up, Riaz.
Yeah, we've had the death tragic death of Jose Antonio Reyes this week. We've also had, over the course of this year, Emiliano Sala, Vichai Srivaddhana and Papa, amongst others. It has been.
Lads, can I get you to come back?
It's been a rather sad year for English football this year.
Disgusting. Don't speak to the ref like that.
As yellow card for dissent, the first card of the game.
Second. Two yellows for dissent.
Is it?
Yeah, number 10 got one for dissent as well. I don't know the name of the lad. Number 10's got one, and number 7's got one.
Star player. Goes to show what frustration can happen. But this is a charity match.
I think they're showing that they care, and you understand that. There's local bragging rights, isn't it? And people care. That's always good to see. But they can't be overstepping the line when it comes to the refs and stuff like that. Show them the respect. So there's been some questionable decisions in the first half that I thought were totally and utterly wrong. But
all depends on what view the referees are getting, and I think the officiating it's been really professional today. So hats off to them.
Yeah, there's some challenges I think that have been let go that have been a little bit too fruity, but at the end of the day, you can't be going around shouting and swearing at the ref, can you? You've got to draw the line.
Inexcusable.
So I think the ref was right to book both players, and I mean number 7 needs to be very careful because he is the one that if someone's going to get sent off, it'll probably be him.
I didn't really see a problem with that though. The score is Boro Fan TV 1, Newcastle Fans TV 2.
Great start that second half one that we had to clear 2 off the line as well.
Yeah, I think defending and attacking, hitting them on the counter, it's been really effective. Of course, when you got the pace of ASAP down like both wings, it's been using that to our advantage. And I can just hear myself on the stream right now, and Paul's listening to his ear. Boro Fan TV, they have a corner ball. It's a corner ball to Boro.
Still a really, really competitive game, isn't it? Could go either way still. Just need to keep it in the right spirit.
Straight penalties if it's full time.
I'm assuming I'm not going to be back on the pitch before full time, but I did have a celebration lined up, and I'll reveal what it was. Doesn't need you don't need to see it, but basically if I was to get on the score sheet, I would have run over to Mr. Paul Rutter and given him a big hug, because it's been about a year now since we met, and since then you've been fantastic. You've been a great support for me during difficult times. So thank you very much.
We all go through them, Rob. Let's hope that these lads can see this game out.
Corner ball.
Come on, lads, you've got to attack it. Come on.
I think Newcastle, they need to concentrate on this.
When you're talking, let's go for it. Get attacking on it. Get it.
And with a big push on his back as well.
Yep, commanding the area. That's a great first touch. ASAP. It's the own goal, but the touch. The touch. You heard it here. The touch of Christian Atsu. Long ball comes to nothing. Newcastle not really renowned for Route 1.
I think
Time.
we score next. That's it. Game over.
Yeah. Boro, they have been good in terms of threatening the box, and they have threatened the goal because we've been worked hard into defending well, and Rob stumbles there, but the weak header comes easily to the goalkeeper. Rob's been solid in defence. Will's been putting in a great shift at right back.
Descent on the Middlesbrough side. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. They have played well.
Yeah.
Lads have both really, really played well. And obviously charity the big winner, regardless of the
Of course.
of it, charity obviously being the winner. But we're all here, hogging up our time. Kyle is off now. I didn't see that substitution. Kyle's off.
Is he? Where is he? Oh. Kyle, you did brilliant today, mate. Honestly, you and me in the centre mid. You did a great job.
Doesn't look like a happy bunny there, does he? No, he's not happy that he's subbed off. This is what this game means to people. Of course, it's all in aid of charity as well. If you can't donate, like I say, we've said this a couple of times already. What a challenge! Rob Rubenstein's a shout for man of the match for me. Rob Rubenstein, check his YouTube out. He's got 11,000, I think it is. Great vlogger. Does a lot of home games and occasional away games as well. For me, he's got to be up there for a contender for man of the match. Johnny's just chatting there as well, just saying the same thing, and he's had a great shift. Yeah. But Boro Fan TV, as there's only 2-1 in it, they're still in it. If it goes to full time, it goes straight to penalties. It's very unlikely that we'll be able to bring you those penalties because the battery's on 21%. However, we will put them on the camera for you. Oh, and he's went for long range and that's gone over the bar. Paul, we're coming in the dying minutes now. Can we hang on?
I think we can. To be honest, I think we're just trying to take the sting out of the game now. But I think with the pace we got up top, I think we're always going to be a candidate to maybe get a breakaway goal and a third goal, and I think that will be game set match if we can. But we're not counting out chickens yet. These Boro lads clearly care and they're trying their very, very best. So, another substitution by the manager, Mark. Johnny's coming on, and
The Newcastle Fans TV sub.
yes, it is a Newcastle Fans TV sub. Johnny
Presenter
for Will.
presenter.
Two presenters swapping around, and again,
Get his opinion. Want to come here, Will?
Will coming off contender for man of the match. Definitely got to be. Absolutely fantastic there, and Robbie at the back have been absolutely brilliant, and certainly pray that we can see this game out.
I hope so.
Fantastic.
Do you know how long's left? Yeah, I'm confident they can. Like, they've done really well so far, especially second half defensively, sound, and even in the first half, like when we were at back three, doing fantastically. So I've got every confidence in the lads. Just need to keep their heads. They've slightly lost theirs a little bit, and just
Yeah, they're number 7 and number 10 in particular. Obviously they were carded, weren't they?
Yeah.
For words with the ref, and it's not before time.
yeah, but no, it's all about keeping their heads, and yeah, surely, I'm confident they can do it. Certainly.
Another good tackle there. Plenty of good clean tackles put in today by the Newcastle lads.
They keep it tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice cross in that. Lovely. Oh.
Good cross in there. What a
Oh,
save!
good save.
Goalkeeper also, like,
Yeah.
For them, that's from their side.
That was an
Keeper.
absolutely huge moment there in the game.
our keeper's just been so consistently good, and he's saved us a number of times this game.
Yeah, we've had a few as well. They had, what was it, 2 off the line as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Early in the half, and I mean it could have been a totally different game, totally different score line if even one of them had gone in.
Very easily, very easily.
They are a dangerous side, and obviously it's being played in the right spirit. There's lots of blood and thunder, as you would expect.
Yeah.
Nobody is given an absolute inch, and both teams want to win it.
Which is what you want to see. It's a charity game. We could have come out here, done a bit of a kick around. It's good that there's that bit of purpose in it.
Yeah.
It's good that all the lads are up for it and they all want to win it.
Just hope this referee doesn't play a villain towards the end of the game with his allegiances. Sub. Need a sub. Got a slight knock at the back at the moment. Mark. Right. Yep. Right. Total turnaround.
It has, yeah. I think
it's still a really good game. It's an enjoyable game to watch, isn't it?
It's been evenly matched. Both teams have had plenty of chances. It's starting to get a little bit tetchy out there now. There's been 1 or 2 challenges flying in. The referee's copping a bit of stick as well. But yeah, it's been a decent game. Not bad at all. Do you think you're going to hang on?
I was saying I'd prefer to try and go for the third, and I think we're trying to hit them long balls over the top now. I think we've been playing. I think the change of formation from the sort of 3 at the back to 4-4-2 has helped. I think that shook the Middlesbrough lads early on in the half, and obviously 2 quick fire goals, and then really unlucky the Middlesbrough lads with having the shots cleared off the line.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
I think that's it. There's more chances now as the game's getting a bit more stretched as well, which is obviously going to happen when the lads are feeling a bit tired. But there's been some really good performances out there today, and some decent football. It's not been a bad game.
Yeah, maybe some of the first teams can learn a few lessons about it.
It's certainly not the worst game I've seen this season by a long stretch, but no, it's been a decent game. And the lads got a bit of pace here, and
he doesn't half shift, doesn't he?
Get the subs to come back a bit.
But no, it's been a really entertaining game, and like I say, it could go either way. In the last 10 minutes or so, still
Middlesbrough
chances.
desperate to score and pull it back. Is that? Great tackle.
Yeah, so look, he was in there. I mean, lads,
so
defenders committed themselves
to
in
come
there.
back a bit.
There was an opening there, but the last one there cleared his lines to corner to Newcastle United.
Both defence. If I was going to say which is the best departments on both teams, I'd say the defences have been really good.
They've done well, yeah. I mean, and it's difficult to create stuff, isn't it? But the defences have done really well today, and the keepers have made some good saves at both ends.
The pitch isn't the best, is it? The grass is, although it's been cut, it isn't the shortest, so it doesn't help with regards to the nice passing football, does it, and stuff like that. And the lads, they're trying.
Well, that's it. You've got to remember these lads have just been put together really. I think the Newcastle lads have had a few games, haven't they? But the Middlesbrough lads, I think it's only their second game.
They lost 11-1.
Well, there you go. I mean, they've done really well today, and I think both sides have put on a good show for everybody. Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, and obviously the main message throughout it all, obviously, it is the 2 charities that we're playing for, and that is the important thing. The score, it's neither here nor there. Both sets of lads want to win, but we much prefer to raise some money for the charities, and that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
So I hope at the end of it, it's all handshakes all around. As he goes an absolute mazy run. It was like La Mana Loa. It was a bit like that. Yeah, JJ.
No, there's been, like you say, there's been some really good performances out there today, but as you say, everybody's given up the time and their efforts and everything is for the 2 charities, which is what it's all about.
And even the people who've come just to watch us and stuff as well, it's really appreciated. Everybody, coming, because it's not the easiest place to get to, Shildon. If you don't know it, it's just in the middle of nowhere, to be honest. It's near Bishop Auckland in County Durham, and they were really, really good with us with regards to the pitch and everything. And I will just plug my company at this time. We covered all of this and the insurance and everything else like that, Mr. and Mrs. Furnishings. So I'll get my cheap plugs in there.
I think you'll see the description. Definitely.
The banners on the street.
And the banners on there. I know the league's put so much effort into all of this and the interactivity and everything like that. So thank you for Lee for all of that. It's really put some graft into it all to make it come together.
Because these sort of things don't just happen overnight.
It takes a lot of work for both sides.
From people and giving up time, effort and everything. So big well done to everyone involved.
So let's see how long's left. About 5 minutes now or so. Just check with the ref. 3 minutes left.
Can't get any more interactive than that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sky Sports will be doing that in a few years' time.
Let's have a look. Safe hands that. Tidy that. He could have took his eyes off it. Yeah. I think Middlesbrough now have to start chucking extra men up the top. It's getting to that desperation, squeaky bum time. I think Middlesbrough need to be making a few formation changes, to be honest. They're still playing how they started the game. The players are asking for changes. Bit of banter there, shall we say, if you picked that up on the audio. A couple of minutes left. Some last minute substitutions. Middlesbrough desperately trying to get back into it. Newcastle desperately trying to hold on, not concede, and maybe try and catch one on the break.
I think the thing is, the last few minutes, Middlesbrough have really created a great deal in the last few minutes. So, like I say, I think there needs to be a change out there for something to happen 3-1.
Supposed to 2-1. So right, we get the action back underway. Newcastle taking all the time in the world, which is their prerogative, I suppose. Winning 2-1 over the top, and again safe hands from the keeper. Gets it straight out. Whoa, play themselves into trouble. The number 7 being a bit controversial at times. Lovely ball. Oh, whoa. For a second there.
Just casual there, it looks like he had it all under control, I think.
Cool as a cucumber. And here we go again, another mazy run. Oh, the cross is behind. Oh, meaty tackle there.
Fair one though.
Yeah, good fair. Got the ball and he sent Middlesbrough away again. Another attack from Middlesbrough. Cut out again by Newcastle, but a wayward, sloppy ball. All the time in the world in the middle of the park to pick out Middlesbrough's number 7. Another good one, but another fantastic header. Rob, he's got to be contender for man of the match. He's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let's hope there's no handbags after that.
It's a big chance here for Middlesbrough. His set piece, some of the delivery's been quite good in the second half, so it's a big opportunity. I think they'll be pushing men forward.
Two at the back, I would have them up.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, one's on his way up.
Lovely ball. Dear me,
great chance.
Yeah. Now they're going to get another chance. Better than that.
Lads, get everybody.
Still find it a bit strange how Middlesbrough are throwing the kitchen sink forward.
It's a good throw.
Oh, hey! It reminds me of that lad, was it Challinor?
Tranmere, yeah.
Right, Tranmere.
Oh, is the referee going to give it? Oh, he was thinking about it.
No, I think it'd be controversial to give a penalty at this time in the game. And on the counter-attack, Newcastle look to break and to kill the game off. Can you get the ball crossed in? Get your head up.
Oh, you got 2 left.
Come on, finish it off. Oh, great keeper. Fantastic keeper, that. Absolutely fantastic. Kept his team in it. That should have been 3-1. It should have been game set the match. That should have been that. Again, I'm surprised Middlesbrough's just taking the time.
I think
no urgency, is there?
A few lads maybe ran out of gas a bit, I think.
Stick your arse in the corner.
Technical speak there for keep hold of the ball. Don't give it away. But no, it's been an entertaining game, played in a good spirit.
Newcastle taking the time. I think they're twisting the screw, aren't they?
Well, yeah, you're right. It's a bit of a professional approach, yeah.
Oh, but they might play it in. Oh, personally, I'd have kept it in the corner.
Yeah,
seconds left. But no, they took the decision to go for it, go for Boro. Middlesbrough lads have got to get up.
Added time. They may get one more chance if they're lucky.
Always involved in the thick of it.
Yeah, always a chance, if he looks up.
So tired legs are at the moment. Oh, optimistically, he just swatted that one, didn't he? Yeah. Newcastle just need to keep hold of it now. Oh. What's the referee giving here?
Yeah, it's got to be a free kick.
Aye, free kick. Oh, that might be another yellow card, that. He's walking a tightrope.
It's a shame, like I say. It's been a good game. Yeah. You just want it.
Maybe just a little word in his ear.
Yeah.
You know,
we all want to win and stuff like that, but that's like you say, it's not the main thing about it.
It's just a secondary. It's it's a secondary thing. Let's hope that plenty of people have donated and we raise a decent amount. Obviously for the charities and everything. Again, I'll be surprised if we're not playing for corners, and it was just a bit aimlessly that, just hitting up, a bit Steve McLaren-esque.
Hey, what is our major honour?
Oh, hey. It made me lose my hair. I used to have hair like Colaccini before he was manager. I remember being there for his last game in charge and singing "You're getting sacked in the morning."
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got some competition for power managers in recent years. You think of Sam Allardyce.